All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Things Education Official. I'm your host and educator, Mr. Abdullah, giving you education from a black male educator's perspective. Today, we're going to just do a quick little mini lesson talking about the gender identity and the educating of our students, our children in public schools.
I am a resident of Maple Grove, and I'm sharing a letter on behalf of an Osseo School's elementary staff member. This spring, I was required to attend a department training called Creating Gender Inclusive Schools. The training began with a statement made by a staff member that included the statement, "No matter what the pushback, we are not going back," regarding the gender inclusion approach in our district. Some of the things that were presented by the Welcoming Schools group included the following. We were instructed to discuss our definition of gender. I immediately felt uncomfortable because I had a feeling that if I gave the definition of gender that I agree with, I would be labeled as judgmental because the first agreement given for the meeting that night was to replace judgment with curiosity. There would be no time for me to explain further that I care about everyone, even when I disagree with their belief system. We were given the definition of gender according to this speaker. Gender is determined by time and space, boy, girl, a blend of both, or neither, none of which were based on biology. A statement was also made that because of white supremacy, gender expansiveness has been suppressed. But now, because of the media, students feel free to express themselves. Hearing the mindset that exists at the upper level of our school district showed me that as a staff member, I am being pressured to teach concepts in direct conflict with my beliefs, which are not in alignment with that perspective of gender. Most concerning from this presentation was the depiction of a gender snow person. The head represents gender identity, what you know yourself to be. The middle represents sexual orientation, whom you love or are attracted to. The speaker said that for our youngest learners, we can use the words romantically attracted to if the word sexual is going to be a problem. And that even preschoolers know the difference between love for a mom or dad and love for someone else. The bottom of the snow person represents the sex assigned at birth, boy, girl, or intersex. It was stated that all of these are non-binary. He also said, yes, we are going to talk about this with young students. This is disturbing to be talking about romantic relationships with kids who are as young as preschool, not what the schools are intended for. The next topic was pronouns. The presenter started by telling us that some people are now using all the pronouns. We were told that this is not a big deal, that students feel safer at school than at home. He referenced a Google form that students could complete where they would indicate the pronouns and name that they want to be called at school and the pronoun or name to use with their parents. Is this allowed without parents' knowledge? Regardless, is it now our job to keep secrets? Why are we undermining the family and the influence of parents and/or guardians?
Yeah, this was a very lengthy presentation at the school boards, and I think what needs to be shown is two things in particular. First things first, we need to be truly invested in what is being conveyed to our children. As you can see, they are not limiting any sexual orientation, gender identity, anything that is sexually based. They're not even talking about it with the parents. They're talking about it directly to the children, not even considering religious obligations. They're not even considering cultural norms. They're just saying, we as the state or the city or the county, we've made a conscious decision to teach your children what we believe they need to know. I think that's negligent on the part of the educating class. I think that what needs to be done is parents need to step up, go to their schools, talk to their principals, talk to the teachers saying, hey, what type of curriculum are you giving my child? That's important. We had a situation with my own son where his school, where there was an assignment, and in the assignment there was a same-sex couple. Do I have a problem with same-sex couples? That's their prerogative, that's their choice. But I believe in a heteronormative lifestyle. I believe in heterosexuality. So when you start teaching my children about concepts dealing with education, I want them to be taught in that perspective because we live in that type of society. Do we understand that there are other lifestyles? Of course, but we do recognize that the heterosexual community is the majority. The LGBTQIA plus community is not the majority. They do not represent normal lifestyles as it pertains to my home And because of that, I want my child to be taught the things that are important to me and the values that my family holds. I don't think it is up to the school to decide what it is that my child should learn based on sexuality, gender identity, sexual identity. It is not their job. And I think that many other parents need to step up, go to their school board meetings, have these conversations with their teachers, make some hard decisions as it pertains to what is best for your child. Once again, this is another episode of All Things Education Official. I am your host and educator, Mr. Abdullah. I give you education from a Black male educator's perspective. And with that, class is dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated.